Love does not delight in evil but rejoices with the truth. 1 Corinthians 13:6. This verse is an introduction to an important topic. Have you ever considered why trust is so crucial in relationships? Visualize it this way. A relationship is akin to a house, and trust is its foundation. What happens to a house with a weak foundation? It collapses over time, doesn't it? Similarly, a relationship devoid of trust is like a ship sailing without a compass, fated to get lost in the vast sea. Here's an amusing comparison. Trust is akin to Wi-Fi. The moment everyone notices. Now let's delve into the 5 warning signs that a woman might not be trustworthy. First off, if she's overly secretive, that's a red flag. Now we're not saying every person should be an open book all the time. After all, everyone has a right to their personal space and privacy. But when secrecy becomes a pattern, it could be a sign of something more troublesome. Consider the wisdom from Proverbs 10:9. Whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but whoever takes crooked paths will be found out. This isn't about playing detective or prying into someone's business. It's about the value of honesty and openness in a relationship. Integrity breeds trust, and trust is the bedrock of any meaningful connection. If she's constantly hiding things, making you feel like you're always in the dark, it can erode that trust. It's like a tiny crack in a dam. If left unattended, it can lead to a total collapse. So, keep your eyes open for this sign. Remember, honesty is the best policy. Secondly, if she constantly breaks promises, consider it a warning sign. You see, promises are the glue that hold relationships together. They're like the sprinkles on your favorite donut. Without them, it's just not the same. If you find that she can't keep her word, it's like ordering that donut and finding out all the sprinkles are gone. It's disappointing, right? Now let's bring in some wisdom from the good book. In Numbers 32, it says, "When a man makes a vow to the Lord or takes an oath to obligate himself by a pledge, he must not break his word but must do everything he said." So if God considers promises important, shouldn't we do the same in our relationships? Remember, trust is built on the foundation of kept promises, so if she's playing fast and loose with her words, it's a red flag. Promises aren't meant to be broken. Third and fourth, if she's manipulative and always plays the victim, beware. Now, manipulation is a tricky business. It's like a magician's sleight of hand, where you're drawn to the grand gesture while the real action happens unnoticed. It can be as insidious as a sweet smile while she convinces you to do something you're not comfortable with, or as blatant as a guilt trip when you don't comply with her wishes. Let's take a humorous detour here. Picture this, a woman named Jane who every time she's late blames it on her fictional cat getting stuck in a tree. Now this would be funny if it wasn't so sad. The cat magically gets stuck only when she's late. Coincidence? I think not. This brings us to the next point, playing the victim. This is another classic move in the untrustworthy playbook. It's like watching a rerun of a soap opera, where she's always the one being wronged and everyone else is out to get her. It's a ploy to gain sympathy and shift blame from herself. Refer to Proverbs 26:24-26. Enemies disguise themselves with their lips, but in their hearts they harbor deceit. That's some food for thought, right? It's a reminder that actions speak louder than words, and sometimes the sweetest words can hide the most cunning intentions. So, in the grand scheme of things, what's the takeaway? Don't fall for the victim card. Be alert, be aware, and trust, but verify. Lastly, if she doesn't respect your boundaries, it's a clear warning sign. Picture this. You've just planted a beautiful garden and your neighbor's dog keeps digging it up. Frustrating, right? That's what it feels like when your boundaries are constantly violated. It's like Romans 13:7 says, "Give to everyone what you owe them. If you owe respect, then give respect. If honor, then give honor." So if she's not respecting your garden or, your boundaries, it's time to rethink things. Respect is key. So those are the 5 warning signs that a woman might not be trustworthy. From being secretive, to breaking promises, to manipulative behavior, playing the victim, and lack of respect for boundaries. These are all signs we need to be aware of. Trust is the cornerstone of any relationship. If we strive for transparency and respect, we build stronger, healthier connections. Remember, trust is like a paper. Once crumpled, it can't be perfect again. Be wise in your relationships.